I do have the dishwasher running.
Okay, it's on. We're live. Hi, everybody. This is Hillary Strong from the Pagosa Chamber, live with Mary Jo, and we have a special guest, Andrea Phillips from the town of Pagosa Springs. So Mary Jo is going to go first and kind of give an update on the loan programs and all sorts of stuff, and then we'll bring Andrea in, and she can tell us what's going on from the town perspective. So I'm going to jump off and.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to our live broadcast on Wednesday afternoon. Kind of our special COVID-19 live stream for you. We always have new updates that are going on. As you can see, I'm in my home today instead of the office. So anybody wants a tour later on, give me a call. First and foremost, I do want to start the day out by saying we have some great news. It's a beautiful day outside, and the Chamber has started our hanging basket program. So that will be coming up. That's live on our website right now. You can get your order forms filled out quickly. We've had a lot of people actually calling and asking us. I think everybody's ready to get out there. The weather's been great, so everybody wants to, they feel good about planting. A lot of people talking about growing their own food this year. And so a lot of things going on, but we are doing that basket program. I do want to let you know that, again, if you are interested, some of the businesses order large quantities. We are very happy to work with you on our payment plans this year. We want our community to be beautiful and ready to go when we're ready to open back up for business. So we're going to start the show off with that. A couple things have happened this week with our loan programs and the CARES Act that is out there. Businesses were able to file on April 3rd for either the EIN program or the EID program or the PPP program, so the Paycheck Protection Plan, which many businesses are interested in doing. And that also allows you to keep your employees on payroll, take them off of unemployment and put them on payroll. Now, remember, you do need to keep them on payroll, as well as some of your charges that you can ask forgiveness for can be for things like rent, mortgage, utilities, and of course, your wages. So you need to make sure that you keep track of all of that. Also, it's a much easier form, and you need to build a relationship with your bank. As I said on the radio this morning, if you don't have a relationship with your with your banker, develop one, because this is an important program with which to do that. The other thing that I want to remind people is that this Friday on the 10th, those that are self-employed or independent contractors, sole proprietors, you too can apply for this program. They're just kind of spreading it out. So just know that you can apply for that program, particularly PPP, starting on Friday. Turnaround right now is not quite as fast as I think we were hoping, but that is still happening. Again, it's much easier to fill out the applications and the forms. Just make sure that you keep good records so that you can ask for forgiveness on all the items that you are qualified to apply for. The other really exciting thing that happened this past, since our last live stream, was we have a number of new financial incentive and assistance programs that came through locally. And in particular, I want to thank the town of Pagosa Springs for really taking a look at this. For many people that are not aware, that most of the businesses lie within the parameters of the town of Pagosa Springs. And so they felt very strongly about helping out individuals as well as the business community. So we're lucky today to have on board with us at the live stream Andrea Phillips, who is our town manager. I think Andrea's been with us probably a little over a year now. And I'd like for Andrea to talk about the decisions that the town council made this past Thursday. So Andrea, welcome to our live stream.
Hi, Mary Jo. Thanks for inviting me. I have a little bit of feedback. Can you hear it on your side, or is it okay?
No.
Okay, it might just be on my side. But anyway, I wanted to thank you for having me on the show. I've actually been the town manager here for almost 3 years, if you can believe it. Time flies when you're having fun. So,
3 years.
almost 3 years, yeah. And I appreciate so much the partnership with the Chamber of Commerce, and especially you, Mary Jo. You are just an absolute rock star during this time,
Thanks.
and really connecting businesses with all these different resources. So I just
Thank
so
you.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Um,
Very grateful.
yeah, and I appreciate everything you do. I wanted to talk about some of the recent actions that the town council has done to assist our local businesses, nonprofits, and individuals during this time. One of the things that they did last week was to pass a resolution that would defer payments for our utilities. So the town has a sanitation collection. So you can pay up to 90 days after your sanitation payment would be due to the Pagosa Springs Sanitation General Improvement District. Now, note that that is separate from PAWS. The Pagosa Area Water and Sanitation District is a separate district. And so folks may want to contact PAWS if they are looking for some type of assistance with water payments, or if they happen to be a sanitation customer with PAWS. The town also allowed for a deferred collection of lodging tax up to 90 days after the date that would be due, without any payments or without any late fees or penalties, and geothermal payments as well. The town did go ahead and waive fees for plan review and development applications, and building permit fees can be paid 50% upfront at the time of application, and then 50% after. Would be the remaining 50% would be due when they request a certificate of occupancy. Business licenses, both new and annual renewals, are deferred for 90 days. And let's see, I think that's pretty much everything in terms of deferred payments and waivers. So in addition to the business support programs that you spoke about, Mary Jo, the Paycheck Protection Program, Small Business Assistance Loan Program, the town felt strongly that it wanted to provide its own local programs to help our area businesses. So there's two things that town council put money in from its general fund reserves last week to assist our local businesses. One is an existing program through Region 9. Region 9 has an emergency assistance business loan support fund, and businesses can request loans anywhere between $1,000 and $10,000. And this is going to be provided zero interest for a year. So no payments. You can start making payments, but there will be no interest on those payments for up to a year. And those are for business that have been impacted by the COVID closures. And the funds can be used to help with any kind of essential business expenses like payroll, rent, and utilities. So the information for that is on our website, and I believe on the chamber website as well. So that's a loan program through Region 9. We also partnered with the First Southwest Community Fund, and that is a 501c3 that is working in partnership with First Southwest Bank. And that's an emergency micro grant program. So those are a grant fund that is not going to need to be repaid. And that's, again, assistance for employers who employ 5 or fewer employees who have been adversely impacted by COVID. And so those grants are anywhere between $1,500 and $3,000. The deadline is fast approaching. The first round of applications is actually this Friday. And then decisions will be made and applicants will be notified on April 13th. But we'll have a second round of funding for that as well. So we would encourage people to go ahead and apply soon for that. One of the other areas that council wanted to provide funding for was nonprofits. And there's a bunch of fantastic nonprofit organizations that are helping to provide food and housing assistance and assistance for seniors and other folks that are in need who've been impacted by COVID. And so town council put funding into an existing program through the Community Foundation of Southwest Colorado, and that is called the Community Emergency Relief Fund, or CERF. And that program provides grant assistance to nonprofits who then help folks in these different groups who are in need with food, families needing rental assistance, and other types of housing needs. So again, that's through the Southwest Community Foundation, and contact information is on the town's website or on the chamber website. Thank you for sharing that. Then there's an important program that I want to talk about that provides direct assistance to individuals in the community who have been laid off or had their hours reduced due to COVID closures. Now, we all know that we have a lot of folks in our community who are what you might call service workers, people who work in restaurants, people who work at salons and things like that have been closed down. Of course, the Springs Resort and other resorts have had to lay people off temporarily. And hopefully those folks are going and applying for unemployment benefits, because it does take a few weeks, I understand, for those benefits to kick in, but we certainly want to encourage people to go and apply for those. But the town council wanted to provide some direct assistance to individuals who are laid off during this time or had their hours drastically reduced. So they created the Workforce Incentive Program, and that is in partnership with the Pagosa Outreach Connection. Pagosa Outreach Connection is a really fantastic program that exists in our community to help people who are experiencing some financial hardship. And that program, it is run through the United Way of Southwest Colorado, and the Department of Human Services, as well as multiple churches and faith-based organizations and other entities provide funding to the POC. And then the POC is helping us to vet the applications and then to provide the funding. So for individuals who have been impacted by COVID, they can apply. It's a very easy one-page application that can be submitted to the Department of Human Services or online, and there's instructions on there. And this is a one-time direct assistance in the form of a $200 Visa gift card, and that can be used for groceries or gas, whatever folks need during this time. So that information is on our website as well. And then finally, I want to just point out that the town has been working on a cool program. We just piloted it yesterday. I saw Mary Jo out there. Mary Jo is at all the different restaurants. But
So are you?
in an effort to kind of help our restaurants a little bit more business during this time, and takeout is permitted under some of the restrictive orders that the governor and San Juan Basin Health have put forward in terms of social distancing and closures. However, takeout and delivery is still allowed. And a lot of our restaurants have gotten really creative, and they're doing a fantastic job of encouraging those types of sales. And let's be honest, how many meals can we all cook at home? I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of cooking for myself and my husband. But anyway, Takeout Tuesdays is a new program that is running through the month of April. We just kicked it off yesterday. So it'll be every Tuesday, April 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th from 11 to 2. We're working out a few of the details based on what we saw yesterday. And I know that Jason Cox with Riff Raff Brewing is going to be putting some information out soon on the Riff Raff Brewing website. But the goal with this is to provide takeout meals, at least 200 takeout meals each week, every Tuesday, at different rotating restaurants around the community. It's a free lunch for people to go and get information and to get a free meal and help create some stimulus for the local restaurants. Yeah.
So I understand the county has also participated, and we have another partner, which is Census 2020, which will then again hopefully increase the meals available to the community for those that right now you need it or can't stand their own cooking anymore. So, if you are a restaurant owner and you are interested in participating in this program, do give Jason Cox at Riff Raff a call, or his email is jason@riffraffbrewing.com. And we will be rotating the restaurants every week for the dates that Andrea mentioned. So I think that's great. And tonight at the Community Development Corporation board meeting, they will be making a decision to contribute money to those programs, the loan programs as well. So again, a lot of organizations looking to use their financial resources to help those businesses through this gap time, this financial crisis time. I know everybody's waiting for those stimulus checks. I said it last week. They're still not out, still looking. We do understand. I have several webinars upcoming with the release of that money. So we're hoping to find out from our federal leaders when that will be and what the time frame is on those. So as soon as we find out, obviously we'll pass that on to our community. Everybody's waiting with bated breath. Andrea, thank you so much. And of course, we love the partnerships and we appreciate all the work that the town has done. It's tough for everybody. And I know that the council members take this very seriously and are working to try and make as much of an impact as they possibly can.
Yes, thank you. I do want to just mention that everyone should be wearing their mask. So make sure you get your mask if you're going to be out in public and around groups of people, especially if you're participating in Takeout Tuesday and you're going to be out in the public. So make sure that you're wearing those masks or your facial covering. And then again, I would encourage folks to go to www.south, it's SWCODA, southwestcoda.org for information. There's all kinds of resources on there about COVID and how you can be better prepared.
Yeah, and that's great that you bring that up. We've mentioned it every week just to make sure people know that website is broken out into public health, community resources, and business resources. I just got off a meeting with the Food Coalition, and they will be updating that information on that website. You just need to click on Archuleta County and whatever you're interested in. So the links to San Juan Basin Health, World Health Organization, Colorado, Department of Public Health, all of that is on there. And then those community resources. So links to the town of Pagosa Springs, links to food coalitions, Archuleta seniors, all that. And one more item we want to remind people about is the central call center. That call center is manned from 8 in the morning until 7 in the evening, 7 days a week. So the number for that is 970-422-7084. And that is listed right on the homepage of the Chamber's website. So we get all sorts of calls from food sourcing to how do I file for unemployment, to travel restrictions, to senior grocery shopping. So it's a great central number. Please make sure you have it available or bookmark the Chamber's website, and that's right on our homepage. Thank you again, Andrea. We really appreciate you coming, and thank you everybody for joining us for our Wednesday afternoon live stream. If you didn't catch it live, you can see it re-recorded at your convenience. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next week. And remember, take care and take out.